As twilight descends upon Australia's sun-soaked landscapes, a shadow lurks beneath the laughter and thrill of amusement parks. But what if the joy rides are haunted by spirits of the past? Join us as we unravel the chilling tales that lurk behind the roller coasters, revealing the top 15 haunted amusement parks in Australia, where every scream tells a story. One, Luna Park, Melbourne, Victoria. Beneath the towering silhouettes of Melbourne's skyline, a shadow lurks quietly among the colorful attractions of Luna Park. A sight brimming with the echoes of laughter that mingle unsettlingly with whispers of haunting. Opened in 1912, this amusement park radiates allure and nostalgia. Yet its foundations are steeped in eerie folklore and tragic histories that send chills even through the bravest souls. Local rumors abound, recounting strange occurrences conspiring to keep visitors in a state of unease. From flickering lights across the entrance to eerie laughter emanating from the empty Ferris wheel, spectators have claimed to sense a lingering presence within the park's corridors, uncanny and unavoidable. The specter of tragedy looms over Luna Park, particularly the horrific accident in 1979 when a ride malfunction led to the untimely deaths of 2 children. The ghost of one of these young victims is said to still wander in search of the joy that once eluded them, leaving behind a cold, sorrowful presence that engulfs the park every evening, as if proficiently manipulating the funhouse mirrors to distort reality. Visitors recount moments of inexplicable sadness, a stomach-churning shift in atmosphere that occurs just before entering the iconic mouth of the entrance. Ghost hunters have flocked to the site, armed with gadgets and stories, eager to unveil the secrets that lie within. Their recordings capture unexplainable sounds, the cries of children and muffled laughter intermingled with heavy silence, compelling evidence that intensifies the park's dreadful reputation. As you walk the crooked paths of Luna Park, heed this warning: the night brings an otherworldly chill, demanding you tread lightly among the shadows. The spirits that linger are not mere relics of the past, but rather restless souls yearning for freedom, or perhaps a sinister reminder that some places, steeped in sorrow and misfortune, should never be fully explored. 2. Luna Park, Sydney, New South Wales. Beneath the gaudy lights and cheerful laughter of Luna Park, Sydney lies a haunting legacy that pulses through the very fabric of this amusement park. A jovial facade masking a grim history steeped in tragedy. Opened in 1935, Luna Park was a place designed for thrill and joy. Yet local rumors whisper of a sinister presence that haunts its grounds, a specter born from misfortune and despair. The park, situated right by the harbor, was once the site of fatal accidents, most notoriously the tragic fire in 1979 that claimed the lives of 6 children during a chaotic evacuation, leaving countless heartbroken families in its wake. Legends tell of the spirits of these lost souls, forever playing in the shadows, a mournful echo of their laughter intertwined with the screams of their last moments. Burdened by the lingering weight of what they could have been, had fate played otherwise. Frequent visitors report feeling an inexplicable chill as they wander through the amusement park's winding paths, the atmosphere thick with an eerie sense of being watched. Ghostly sightings abound, the flickering of arcade machines oddly shutting off and on, or the feeling of cold hands brushing against skin in the haunted funhouse creates a tangible, unsettling presence that many can't ignore. The ghostly figure of a child, said to wear an old-fashioned costume, has appeared in photos taken by unsuspecting patrons, only to vanish when they attempt to revisit the spot. Should you dare to visit Luna Park, approach with caution. The cheerful ambiance that envelops the park could easily betray unwary visitors. as laughter and thrills intertwine with sorrow. The park seems almost to manipulate its visitors, drawing them into a web of nostalgia, urging them to let their guard down when, in reality, shadows linger in every corner. Should you hear the laughter of children in the distance, remember, it may not be the joyful sounds of play, but a reminder of souls searching for peace amid the untouched remnants of their tragic end. Three, Dreamworld, Queensland. The air thickens with an unsettling chill as night falls over Dreamworld. Queensland, where the laughter of children once echoed through the air, now muted beneath an ominous hush. Opened in 1981, the theme park's twisted fairy tale landscape has concealed more than just fun rides. It has become entwined with local legends of spectral encounters. Rumors circulate among the townsfolk, who share hushed tales of a tragic accident that still lingers, as though the spirits of those lost are forever intertwined with the park's fate. On October 26, 2007, a devastating incident occurred when a fatal malfunction on the Thunder River Rapids ride claimed the lives of 4 people, shaking the community to its core and casting a long shadow over the brightly colored attractions. Witnesses that day reported a chilling premonition, an unnatural stillness that blanketed the park moments before the tragedy unfolded, suggesting that something more sinister lurked beneath the surface. Stories abound about flickering lights near the ride's entrance late at night, where many claim to hear the faint echoes of laughter turning into frantic screams, ghostly reminders of joy turned tragedy that reverberate through the winding paths of Dreamworld. Several employees have come forward, detailing eerie experiences, disembodied whispers calling their names, unexplainable temperature drops, and the sheer inability to shake the feeling of being watched. People have even reported sightings of shadowy figures gliding through the attractions, only to vanish when approached. A chilling sense of foreboding envelops the park after sunset, warning any daring souls who seek thrills within its tormented allure. Visitors are cautioned to tread lightly. The spirits of the past haunt the remnants of joy, weaving a tapestry of horror over Dreamworld as laughter intertwines with sorrow. The park stands as a harrowing reminder that some places should remain untouched, their secrets guarded by the restless souls that linger in the twilight. Four, SeaWorld Gold Coast, Queensland. On quiet nights at SeaWorld Gold Coast, as the rides stop their thunderous clamor and the shimmering waters settle into an eerie stillness, locals whisper of a presence lurking in the shadows, an unsettling reminder of tragedies that once soaked this paradise in pain. Established in 1981, this marine park has been a beacon of family joy. Yet, beneath its vibrant surface lies a chilling truth encapsulated within the ominous ripples of the past. The tale started circulating among the park's late-night workers, rumors of ghostly apparitions that float aimlessly, resembling former staff who had met untimely ends in and around the park. Some recount the story of a long-ago dolphin trainer who tragically drowned during a performance, her laughter forever echoing in the aquatic arena, beckoning to onlookers from the dimly lit depths. Investigators have spent countless nights trying to capture evidence, relying on EVP recordings that constantly echo with strange whispers overlapping the joyous screams of amusement seekers, leading many to believe that the deceased may simply not have left the park. Moreover, during the construction of SeaWorld, the land itself, previously a battleground for indigenous tribes, was rumored to have had significant spiritual ties lost amidst the relentless expansion. Ghost hunters armed with spirit boxes and infrared cameras claim to have felt a chilling presence during their late-night vigils, the air thick with an unshakable dread. The panorama of pristine sea views and innocent laughter is marred by the inexplicable early deaths that haunt the park, as if the ocean itself guards its secrets. Before you consider your next family trip, heed this warning. Lingering spirits may still interact with the living as the sun sets and the cheerful energy fades. Remember, every thrill ride may carry with it a side of terror, awakening the restless souls that refuse to let go of their watery grave. Enter at your own risk, for the beauty may mask the malevolence that has bled into the very fabric of SeaWorld. Warner Brothers. Movie World, Queensland. In the sprawling landscape of Queensland, beneath the vibrancy of thrill seekers and showbiz enchantments, lies a darker undercurrent at Warner Brothers. Movie World. As the sun descends, the cheerful facade of this Hollywood-themed amusement park casts sinister shadows, whispering of forgotten tales and haunted histories. Locals share hushed conversations, passing stories of strange occurrences and lingering spirits that are said to roam the park, casting an eerie pall over its attractions. Rumors hint at a tragic past, where the ambitious pursuit of entertainment may have led to untimely losses, and echoes of laughter may not be entirely joyful. A particularly haunting tale revolves around the iconic Wild West Falls adventure ride. Legend has it that during a routine maintenance check years ago, an employee tragically lost their life in a workplace accident, leading to speculation of their spirit remaining behind, tethered to the very thrill that claimed them. Witnesses have reported inexplicable chills and sudden drops in temperature around the ride, as well as disembodied voices and images of a spectral figure, an apparition clad in a worker's uniform, sorrowful yet watchful, apparently guarding over the visitor's experience. Park staff have documented unexplained activity for years, capturing blurs in photos and recordings of faint whispers during the early morning hours when unsuspecting visitors are not present. Whispers emerge of visitors who, after a ride on the historic roller coaster, felt an unseen presence trailing closely behind them as they departed, a lingering guardian of the park's legacy. You must tread carefully if you dare visit this gateway to thrill. Those who ignore the warnings of the unseen may find themselves ensnared in the park's fabric, becoming part of its unfolding narrative. In the end, the bright lights and laughter may all disguise a deeper, even darker truth, urging visitors to beware of what lingers in the shadows of Warner Brothers. Movie World. Wet n Wild Gold Coast, Queensland. Beneath the sunlit veneer of Wet n Wild Gold Coast, a world-renowned water park bursting with laughter and splashes. A chilling tale looms, one whispered among locals under the cover of twilight, where shadows stretch long and eerie. Many who hear the tales often find themselves pondering beneath the surface of the fun. Could the screams of joy hide the echoes of something darker? Rumors have circulated for years about the site's unsettling past, a native land once steeped in ancient indigenous lore, reverberating with the cries of the spirits who inhabited it long before the thrill seekers arrived. In 2002, when this water park opened, it was built on land that some say is cursed, overshadowed by the sadness of those who once called it home. It's said that the spirits of vanished indigenous tribes roam near the waters, restless and vengeful, angered by the water park's intrusion on sacred grounds, a site where ceremonies were once held. The whispers of tragedy only deepen the gloom surrounding this place. In 2005, a devastating event shook the park. A young girl, in a moment of carefree joy, slipped from her float and disappeared beneath the crash of the waves. Her disappearance, never fully explained, sent waves of shock through the community, feeding into the already established legends. To this day, guests report feeling an inexplicable chill when they approach the wave pool. Some even claim to see a figure, an apparition of a girl in a white bathing suit, searching for something lost beneath the water's surface. Those daring enough to linger after hours hear the faint sound of laughter twisted into despair. For anyone brave enough to visit Wet and Wild, understand this eerie truth. The waters may not just promise thrills. They whisper secret sorrows and hint at a lingering presence that warns the unwary. Beware, for what you perceive as a playful thrill may merely be a facade for something far more sinister lurking beneath the surface. Seven. Adventure World, Western Australia. In the heart of Western Australia, nestled among the sunburnt hills and sprawling eucalyptus trees, lies Adventure World, a theme park once brimming with laughter, now cast under the shroud of shadows and whispers of an unsettled past. As the sun sets, illuminating the faded rides with an eerie glow, local tales of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena weave through the community like a chilling breeze. The park, opened in 1982, has long been the site of peculiar incidents, with staff and visitors alike reporting strange happenings, particularly in the old wooden structures that make up the amusement rides. Some claim these rides were constructed atop lands that carry the weight of Aboriginal histories and spirits, suggesting a disturbance in the cultural sanctity of the site. The most chilling of these tales surrounds the infamous Wacky Waters ride, which tragically saw a young boy drown during a freak accident in its murky waters. Since that harrowing day, numerous reports of a child's laughter echoing through the park, accompanied by glimpses of a pale figure splashing in the water, have stirred the imaginations of both locals and thrill seekers. Paranormal investigators have flocked to Adventure World, capturing disembodied voices on their recordings and documenting sightings of ghostly apparitions, including that of a child with hollow eyes and a sorrowful smile, wandering the park's paths after dark. The atmosphere grows thick with tension, urging one to question the spirits that may still linger, bound to the place where their untimely fate was sealed. Adventure World stands not only as a testament to forgotten summers, but as a stark reminder that some memories refuse to fade into oblivion. So, should you dare to visit, tread lightly. Who knows what will await after the last thrill seeker departs. And the gates are locked for the night. The laughter of the past may transform into something far more sinister, an echo longing to be heard. 8. Funfields Theme Park, Victoria. Nestled just outside Melbourne, nestled in the green landscape of Victoria, lies Funfields Theme Park, a place that once echoed with the laughter of children and the joyful screams of thrill seekers, but now sits under a shroud of unsettling tales. While the vibrant rides and the vibrant atmosphere may draw numerous families, local whispers murmur of an unsettling history that haunts the park. Dating back to the 1980s, when the site was first developed, tales of eerie encounters began to surface, especially near the park's beloved Thunderbird ride, where visitors have reported inexplicable sensations, cold drafts in warm weather, voices carried on the wind, and shadows darting just out of sight. These accounts grew stronger, luring the more adventurous to seek traces of the supernatural amidst the cheerful veneer of the park. On a fateful summer evening in 2004, tragedy struck when a freak accident caused a young boy to fall from a ride, ushering his spirit into the fabric of the park's darkened corners. Since then, patrons claim to experience an odd sense of foreboding as they approach the site of the accident, which some believe is now the epicenter of ghostly activity. Workers on night shifts reported hearing remnants of laughter turned to sobs. And numerous photos captured unexplainable orbs and spectral figures near the ride. Even more chilling is the phenomenon of empty seats on rides swaying as though occupied by unseen riders. As you consider venturing into this seemingly innocent theme park, heed these warnings. The laughter may mask something sinister beneath. A reminder of fleeting joy entwined with sorrow. Choose wisely. What seems entertaining may unveil a realm where the past lingers, holding secrets of those lost too soon, urging reflection on the fine line between amusement and the haunting specter of regret. Enter, if you dare, but be mindful that sometimes the echoes of laughter can blend unsettlingly with whispers from the other side. 9. Gumbuya World, Victoria. Amidst the sprawling, verdant landscapes of Gumbuya World in Victoria, a seemingly innocuous family amusement park, an undercurrent of unease lurks beneath its cheerful veneer. As the laughter of children echoes through the rides, whispers of the past rise like fog off the nearby swamps' tales of sorrow, loss, and unquiet spirits that refuse to fade into oblivion. Some locals recount the chilling narratives surrounding a tragic incident that marred the park's early days. The whispers speak of a young boy, Billy, who vanished during a storm in the late 1980s while visiting the park with his family. Despite an exhaustive search effort, the boy was never found, his fate drenched in mystery. They say that on stormy nights, the sound of a child's laughter can be heard mingling with the howling winds, a chilling reminder of a soul that seems bound to the site of his disappearance. Investigating the grounds, enthusiastic paranormal hunters have captured disembodied voices and inexplicable cold spots around the park's long-abandoned attractions. Reports of apparitional sightings, particularly near the old carousel, have surged over the years, leading many to speculate that Billy's restless spirit is still searching for his way home, entangled in the remnants of childhood joy, now shadowed by loss. Some employees have claimed to feel a strange presence, often accompanied by the faint sound of a child's footsteps trailing behind them, a ghostly echo of innocence and longing. But be warned if you find yourself drawn to Gumbuya World. It is prudent to tread lightly. The vocal sobs that punctuate the air, especially during dusk when the park is shrouded in twilight, might just be Billy's lament for both the joy he once knew and the life he never lived. Should you visit, embrace the laughter with caution, for nestled within the echoes of fun, the ghost of a lost child warrants exploration far deeper than a mere day of amusement, calling from the shadows and stirring the very fabric of fear within your soul. Aussie World, Queensland. In the heart of Queensland, Australia, nestled beneath swaying palms and the echoing laughter of patrons, lies a place often dismissed as mere entertainment. Aussie World. Yet, beneath the vibrant facade of thrilling rides and carnival games, whispers of something darker linger, a spectral presence that haunts the site, where joy meets despair. Locals have long passed around tales of ghostly sightings and unexplainable occurrences, fueling suspicions about the land's haunting history. The very soil of Aussie World bears witness to the sacred Aboriginal heritage, with tribes once deeply connected to this land believing in spirits that lurked nearby, guarding ancient secrets. However, the amusements built on this sacred ground seem to have awakened those restless spirits, drawing attention to their story interwoven with tragedy and sorrow. One particular legend tells of a tragic accident that occurred when a roller coaster malfunctioned during a busy summer afternoon, leading to the untimely demise of an unsuspecting rider, a child lost too soon. Their laughter silenced in an unexpected blink of fate. Eyewitnesses have reported eerie encounters, a cold gust of wind on a balmy day, disembodied laughter ringing out from the empty carousel, or children's voices echoing in the warm night air when no one else is around. The mournful presence of this young spirit is believed to linger near the heart of Aussie World, her sorrowful energy intertwining with the thrill of the rides, an eternal reminder of the fragility of life and the shadows that dance at the edge of light. Visitors often dismiss these experiences as mere folklore, but regardless of belief, warnings circulate among the locals. Tread carefully in the twilight hours when the amusement park turns quiet, for the veil between this world and the next thinly stretches, and who knows what may wander the paths where laughter once reigned supreme, searching for a fleeting moment of remembrance in a world that moves on, leaving the lost behind. (11) Scenic World, New South Wales. In the lush folds of the Blue Mountains, where mist clings to jagged cliffs and shadows dance beneath gnarled trees, lies Scenic World, a place where the veil between the living and the dead seems perilously thin. This picturesque haven, dotted with scenic lookouts and cable cars soaring above breathtaking vistas, masks a darker past steeped in tragedy and despair. Local legends speak of the spirits of those who perished in tragic accidents on the narrow cliffs or went missing in the dense bushland, echoing their stories through the relentless howl of the wind. Rumors persist that the ancient Gundungurra people believed these very mountains to be sacred, home to ancestral spirits who traverse the landscape in search of those lost to the darkness. Indeed, the haunting cries of the past can still be felt by those who explore the depths of the region's history, where ghostly apparitions are said to roam, their lamentations woven into every whisper of the breeze. As one wanders the rain-soaked paths that snake through the dense greenery, they may stumble upon the remnants of a bygone era, the old coal mine that operated in the 19th century. Workers toiling beneath the earth often met untimely fates due to accidents, and stories persist of a spectral miner seen wandering near the entrance, his lantern flickering in the darkness as he searches for his lost comrades. Visitors who've taken the scenic railway, a steep descent into the valley, report unnerving sensations, claiming they feel an icy presence in the gondola, making skin crawl as unseen eyes seem to follow their every move. An echo of the tormented souls lost to the abyss. Consider this a warning. Dear reader, if you're ever lured by the beauty of Scenic World, tread carefully. You may find more than just breathtaking views. For every photograph taken, there may be a shadow lurking, a chilly whisper begging for remembrance. The mountains may seem tranquil, yet beneath their surface lies an unsettled unrest, ghostly remnants lurking, waiting for someone to unearth their stories within the haunting embrace of the Blue Mountains. (12) Cockington Green Gardens, Australian Capital Territory. In the heart of the Australian Capital Territory, where manicured gardens echo with whispers of bygone eras, Cockington Green Gardens presents a facade of idyllic charm that belies a spine-chilling legacy. Visitors meander through its miniature replicas of historic landmarks, blissfully unaware of the shadows creeping just beyond the vibrant blooms. Yet, local folklore weaves a more sinister tapestry. Speaking of eerie occurrences, flickering lights in the evening, the inexplicable sound of children laughing when none are present, and the unmistakable chill that settles over the lawns when the sun dips behind the horizon. The stories tell of a tragic history entwined with the very soil here, a bond forged not only from beauty, but from loss. The gardens were developed in the early 1980s by artist and carpenter Mr. P. MacDonald, who poured his heart into each meticulously crafted miniature, aiming to recreate England's most cherished structures. However, in pursuit of his dream, he reportedly faced an unyielding battle with depression, culminating in a tragic passing shortly after the garden's opening. Many claim that Mr. MacDonald's spirit remains tethered to this place, forever watching over the creations that once inspired him. Over the years, staff and patrons alike have recounted spine-tingling encounters, a shift in the air, the distinct sensation of being observed, and the mysterious sound of footsteps echoing through empty pathways. Careful investigation by paranormal enthusiasts has yielded bottles of cold readings near Piccadilly Circus's miniature model, indicating a powerful presence lingering in a site synonymous with joy. You have been warned. The allure of Cockington Green Gardens may be in the delightful scenery, but heed the whispers of those who traverse its paths after sundown. With each sunlit visit, you might find yourself entangled in a legacy of beauty. But remember, a cornucopia of sorrow ebbs beneath the surface, where wandering spirits and secrets intertwine eternally. The garden beckons, but do tread cautiously. Not all attractions are meant to be cherished. (13) Atlantis Marine Park, Western Australia. Nestled on the sun-kissed shores of Western Australia, the remnants of Atlantis Marine Park pulse with a haunting allure. An eerie silence overshadowed only by the whispering ocean waves that lap against the dilapidated structures. Once a bustling marine-themed amusement park, it now lies in ruin, overtaken by nature. Yet locals speak of an unsettling presence that haunts its crumbling facades. An echo of joy turned spectral in the wake of tragedy. Opened in 1981, Atlantis Marine Park was heralded for its spectacular underwater shows and aquatic experiences, attracting families and thrill-seekers alike. However, the dreams of grandeur were marred by a dark turn in the park's narrative: the tragic deaths of several dolphins that occurred during its operation. Following the closure of the park in 1990, reports of eerie occurrences began to surface. Visitors, despite challenges accessing the site, assert they've perceived the forlorn cries of phantom dolphins and glimpsed shadowy figures wandering the grounds, suggesting that the spirits of these lost marine creatures remain tethered to the water they once adored. Sightings of ethereal apparitions, akin to the dolphins' forms gliding through the overgrown paths, were further substantiated by the unearthed fragments of park memorabilia, a residual reminder of joyful encounters now ensnared in sorrow. For those who dare to tread in the haunted remnants of Atlantis Marine Park, an unspoken challenge lingers. Beware the tugging at your heart, the icy fingers of despair that unfurl as you traverse the desolate areas where laughter once flourished. Stories whisper of an unsettling sensation, as if being watched, urging the brave, or the foolish, to reconsider their curiosity. Visiting these grounds, once a jubilant haven now shrouded in grief, is not for the faint-hearted. Tread lightly, for in this nostalgic graveyard of dreams, the line between reality and the spectral blurs, and you may find yourself confronting what lies beneath the surface of the past. (14) Magic Kingdom, New South Wales. In the heart of New South Wales lies a place once believed to be a whimsical escape magic kingdom. However, those who tread its grounds at dusk often feel an eerie chill, a lingering whisper of the past that bleeds into the present, transforming this supposed paradise into a canvas of shadows and unease. Local whispers reveal that this once vibrant amusement park, which opened in the late 1980s, has long since descended into decay after a series of inexplicable accidents and a fire that consumed the signature castle, claiming a life. Tourists, blissfully ignorant of the tragedies that unfolded, now often speak of seeing ghostly figures wandering the park and hearing disembodied laughter echoing through the trees, the remnants of joy now tainted by sorrow. The site was notorious for a tragic incident that occurred during its prime. In 1992, a young girl drowned in the park's overgrown waste pools, drawing disbelief and condemnation. The girl's spirit is said to wander the desolate rides and abandoned paths, beckoning unwitting visitors to join her in an eternal playtime. This unresolved event has birthed tales of her spectral figure, seen at twilight near the decaying Ferris wheel, her face pale and anguished, eyes filled with a longing for freedom. Those brave enough to document their encounters have recounted feelings of intense despair and guilt, alongside inexplicable drops in temperature, suggesting that the vestiges of her tragedy haunt the park, intertwining with its painful history. As night descends and the shadows stretch long, Magic Kingdom's facade offers an invitation laced with danger. Those who choose to step into this ghostly playground may awaken something forgotten, a force too restless to remain silent. The spirits here are not merely remnants, they are living echoes of grief and nostalgia. Proceed with caution should you dare to explore. Know that once you cross the threshold, you may not return unscathed. Take heed, for in this kingdom of lost souls, the boundary between play and peril blurs, and the price for curiosity could well be your very soul. (15) Big Banana Fun Park, New South Wales. In the heart of New South Wales, the Big Banana Fun Park stands as a peculiar monument to joy. Yet beneath its bright exterior lies a well of dark tales whispered among locals. On a balmy summer night, the park seems to relinquish its charm, the laughter of children fading into an eerie silence that wraps the sprawling land like a suffocating shroud. Visitors often share unnerving experiences, strange sounds echoing from the park's attractions after dusk, fleeting shadows darting just out of sight, and a pervasive feeling of being watched. These occurrences have led many to believe the park is a site haunted by restless spirits, bearing witness to tragedies that unfolded within its cheerful confines. Historically, the area surrounding the Big Banana, established in 1964, is imbued with stories of misfortune. The park's genesis coincided with the rise of the banana industry in the region, which thrived until bizarre occurrences, including unexplained accidents, marred its seemingly idyllic setting. Visitors recount tales of a young girl who vanished from the park under mysterious circumstances, her laughter still echoing in the wind as she is said to appear near the iconic yellow banana statue. This tragic event has fostered stories of her spirit wandering the lanes, offering a chilling counterpoint to the park's otherwise jubilant environment. Numerous accounts have surfaced over the years of ghostly figures seen near the rides, cold gusts of wind that carry a familiar laugh, and the haunting smell of ripe bananas, often reported when no fruits are around. Whether it is the result of collective imagination or genuine supernatural occurrences is debated by skeptics and believers alike. For those drawn to thrill-seeking or ghost hunting, the Big Banana Fun Park may seem like a mere playground. However, be warned. Shadows lurking in cornered attractions whisper of untold secrets. Entering this seemingly innocent land of fun with an open heart could lead to an encounter far more unnerving than anyone dares to imagine a rendezvous with the very essence of its tragic past. thanks for joining us on this spine-chilling tour of Australia's haunted amusement parks. If you enjoyed the thrill and chills, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next eerie adventure. Next up, we're diving into the ghostly tales of abandoned hospitals that will haunt your dreams. Stay brave and see you next time.